So today I'm going to try something different. So here we have a 7740X retail CPU, which I was using for some time. It's not a very good one. It's like an average overclocker, and it had some issues on LN2, like it couldn't do, or it was quite good on water, but it couldn't go very cold on LN2 when I was using the X299 OC Formula from Asrock. And the only voltage the Asrock board is missing is the DMI voltage, which is present on the ASUS Rampage VI Apex if you do the DMI mod. So if you solder that one additional pin from the backside of the socket that touches this particular cap over here, so this blue cap over here, you can feed DMI voltage from the motherboard. It's possible to do on Asrock with a modification, but it's extremely hard to do. You need to like solder a wire from the motherboard, for example VTT or a similar voltage that doesn't go too high, and solder that wire over here. So if you set a value on the VTT voltage or whatever voltage you wish to use, it will also set the DMI voltage at that value. And when I was trying that modification, I damaged the particular capacitor. It's a blue capacitor over there. A bit hard to show, but you can probably see it. It's at the center. It's damaged. Currently, when I measure that with a digital multimeter, it gives a resistance value of 1.2 kilo ohms when it should only give 25 ohms. And the CPU only gives 00 debug code because of that. I think this is fixable, but it's quite hard. What I'm trying to do now is I'm going to take a similar looking capacitor from Sandy Bridge G470 CPU. It's a radical attempt, as I don't know like the exact specs of those tiny components. The resistance value is the same, the capacitance is roughly the same, so I'm going to try it as I don't have anything to lose. If I get this working, I could try to sell the CPU maybe. I don't really have use for this CPU. If you are unlucky and you get a dodgy CPU like this with the Asrock board or any other board other than Rampage VI Apex, so if the CPU really needs DMI voltage, it's a very hard job to get it running at full pot on LN2. So, but anyways, let's try it. I'm going to use a 2-in-1 soldering station. I'm going to use hot air to desolder those capacitor remainings and desolder similar cap from that CPU. Celeron G470, they aren't very valuable. No one wants to buy them, so I can risk this CPU just fine for this purpose. And let's try to resolder that one on the backside of the 7740X, and then let's try to turn on the CPU. It's risky, so if you want to try something like this, you are doing it on your own responsibility. I just want to try it as I don't have anything to lose. So let's see if I can get it working. Would be awesome though. So it would be like a Ghetto CPU revival fix. So let's see. But I have to do this off camera pretty much. So I'll just show you the end result afterwards, and then we can just check the system boot together, like what happens. And okay, a replacement cap has been soldered on the spot with hot air. I actually lost the original one, which I took from the Celeron G470. So I took the same one from the same spot from my golden and dead 3770K, the first golden one, which did the double prime 1024 amp top score and Cinebench and so on. So now just set up the X299 OC Formula and see if it posts. If it gives 00, it's pretty much game over. But yeah, nothing to lose. So let's keep our thumbs up and let's see what happens. And now the moment of truth. The CPU is installed in the X299 OC Formula. 1 stick of memory, 24 pin plus the 8 pin, which is over there. Look at forward keyboard and Galaxy 710 GT. So let's see. There's light on the board. It is actually posting, really. So works to some degree, I guess. Yeah. 34 degrees Celsius, 7740X. So yeah, so it seems you can replace a capacitor from the backside of the CPU. Very nice thing. Don't know, but yeah, that's pretty much it.